Now we'll look at the Kimura on the far side from the alternate grip side control. So taking the alternate grip side control, in addition to being a nice way to isolate and attack the far side arm, it's also a good curveball to throw at many opponents because most people are much more accustomed to escaping the head and arm side control. And so most people are going to look to replace their guard. So when you switch to this grip, okay, a lot of people will be a lot less comfortable escaping against this grip, okay, which is a nice side benefit of it. So to transition to that grip from head and arm, all I do is I kind of let go, I hold my partner's shoulder and I kind of pull up to set my other hand underneath it. Now the next thing I want to do is isolate my partner's arm behind me, okay? And I don't want to let my partner hide this arm under my chest. Yeah, that's a problem for me. It's going to be more difficult to dig out. So I want to pinch my shoulder down on my partner as much as possible. And I'm going to kind of fake a wrist lock. So a lot of times people are going to push on your shoulder with their hand. So to dig this arm out, I'll almost put my chin on my partner's wrist, and then I just lean forward until their hand hits the mat, and I start to bend. And basically I'm like bending their wrist this way against the mat, okay? Now you won't really be able to finish anyone here, but what you'll do is you'll force them to reach behind you, okay? As soon as that hand comes up behind me, I'm gonna reach my left hand a little deeper, and I'm gonna hold my partner's rib cage, okay? And my hand should be over here, okay? And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna walk towards north-south, and I'm gonna kick this leg out wide. I'm gonna drive off my left leg to turn my partner on the side. Now to expose the arm, which is behind me, I'm just gonna start crawling down my partner's body. The hand will pop off my head, secure the wrist with a thumbless grip, grab my own wrist. Now usually at this point, your partner will try to grab the material of his gi or his belt or something, and to pop that out, I like to have my knee down behind my partner's back. My other leg, I actually like to sneak up, almost like I'm rear naked choking my partner with my leg, okay? Now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pop up, and I'm gonna bring the arm out in front of us, right? So I pop that way, and then I turn, and as I wanna leave a nice gap between my partner's hand and his body, and as I get to that point, I'm gonna extend both arms, roll my wrists over, and bring my partner's hand towards the back of his head. Okay, so I want a nice 90-degree bend as I come by my partner's body so that he's not able to re-grab his gi or belt or something. So I keep far away from him, and then once I get to this point, then I'll start to extend both my arms, turn the wrist over, okay, and go for the finish. So start in our regular side control, pull up on the shoulder, switch to alternate grip side control, okay? If you're gonna be here a long time, you can grab the pants with your hand, which makes replacing the guard even more difficult. Okay, if you're intending to move really quickly to the arm, you can kind of just block the hip with my hand. So I'm just using the blunt of my forearm to block his hip, okay? Catch his forearm with my chin to keep his arm bent, and then I push his elbow to the ground and start driving my shoulder into his hand. Okay, when his hand goes up behind me, reach his hand a little further through, almost like hooking my partner's rib cage with my hand. And then I circle my body towards north-south, and I take my left leg, post it out, and use it to turn my partner, put my knee down, and I crawl down his body until his arm pops off. Secure the wrist with a thumbless grip, secure my own wrist. If my partner's grabbing his gi, his pants, his belt, I'm gonna pop that way, okay? And if I go directly behind him, I pull his hand into the material of his pants. So I said I want to pull his grip the way it opens. And then I turn, down, extend, bend, extend my arms and roll my wrist over. So the finishing motion is I'm going like that, rolling my hands over and turning.